Hello once again everybody, it's Jris, and today we're going to be looking at the JRIS65 by Iris or JRIS Labs, however you want to interpret that. Today our build is going to be on this gray top, black bottom, and chroma weight, and this is part of the round 1, which if I'm not mistaken ran in 2022, and I built it and played around with it a little bit. We have 2 soundtests to listen to today, one with PBT and one with ABS. It does come with a coiled cable, and all the packaging is all separate, such as the PCB, the plate, and all the foam. So this came out to about right under 150 USD for the base kit or base price, but I believe with shipping and taxes and all that, it came to around 170 if I'm not mistaken. But here, I'm just going to be building it like always, foot pads and feet on the keyboard first, just so that it doesn't scratch up the bottom. I usually take off the weight last usually, but I took it off early this time. This R1 of this board, because there's an R2 coming out very soon in 2023, but the R1 has 4 really big horizontal flex cuts, which make the sound profile a little bit thin. On the alphas, they did sound okay with most of the foam in there, which we'll hear later, but I don't think this board would sound that great without any foam. Today we're going to be using the Duroc Black Lotuses. Specs are on the screen. These are already pre-lubed from Divinity. We're going to use all the foams like I mentioned. Right now we're going to build the major assembly, which is the PE foam, case foam, palm plate, and the Black Lotuses.
The old boys wrote those words, right, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. They sounded mighty nice, but they wouldn't have been worth a plug nickel if somebody hadn't made them stick.
So basically the jackets versus socks thing is basically if you like a soft or stiff typing experience. I went ahead for the sound test, the 2 that we looked at today, or the 2 that we're going to be listening to, I used the jacket soft. So a bit more flexy with the palm plate and a bit more bouncy. Since I got just the wired mode, the battery compartment is actually filled with this nice silicone to really make sure that there's no further resonance in the case. Furthermore, we used the case foam. This is where I was stumped the most. Maybe the daughter board and the JST cable just were too short, or maybe my methods of trying to put this together just wasn't it. I got it eventually, but watching myself fail was pretty funny, so enjoy that. Tried all different types of methods, plugging in the JST cable first, but lo and behold, there wasn't enough clearance for me to screw down the mounting points for the daughter board. But eventually I got it by doing it the first way. And here's the major assembly. You're gonna have to take off some of the switches to be able to screw the top part into the bottom casing. I believe it's roughly about 8 to 10 switches they have to remove to clear for the mounting points. We're gonna be throwing on PBTfans Twist. This is the Latin, and I'm using the Legendables and a nice artisan from Keycaps, one of my trusted friends in the hobby. And yeah, this is what it sounds like. I think the alphas are decent, especially with all the foams. The mods are a bit thin though, and the spacebar, especially with PBT, just doesn't really hit as hard. But the enter, shift, and backspace are pretty decent. So I think all in all, with the price of this board being a little over 150, it wasn't bad at all. It does benefit a lot with foam, but I would like to see this being able to be used with and without foam and still sounding good either way. I know that's a hard feat, but I hope that in the round 2 it will sound a lot better. And the last typing test we'll listen to is the JRIS65 Duroc Black Lotuses with GMK white on black, which is an ABS set, which sounds probably the best configuration in my opinion. thank you guys for all the support on my socials and my YouTube, even though it's really, really inconsistent. Hopefully you're more than happy to stay with me throughout this journey, but I appreciate each and every single one of you that tune in and that support me and leave me nice comments. So thank you guys all so much, and I hope to be seeing you guys sometime soon. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace, guys.